Eddie Moore and Sir Jeff Hurst, the Trevor Brooking and Billy Bonds, a Paolo Di Canio, West Ham United. We celebrate our victories, we stick together in defeat. Proud of our history, West Ham United, more than just a podcast. More than just a podcast.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This is More Than Just a Podcast. It is season 13. It is episode 18. It is International Week, and as promised, we are back for question time.
We didn't promise. I specifically said it's not a promise.
Oh, it was an ambition.
It's failed ambition.
It was a failed ambition. Well, it succeeded.
It succeeded ambition.
It was a pledge.
Yeah. It was. We'll try. We try, Sean.
We desperately wanted to try. Anyway, we thought it was just going to be myself and Len.
It was a statement of intent.
But we've got a surprise guest on a special day. First of all, Canning Town Len, where are you? What are you doing?
I'm at home painting a Van Gogh.
Birthday boy, where are you? What are you doing?
I'm in my van.
Shedman. 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 White van man.
Grey van man.
White van man. White van man. White van man. Is it white or not? It's grey.
It's a grey van, by the way.
Oh, lot primer grey.
Anyway, Shedman,
Yeah.
we didn't expect you to join. I know you're on your way to Weymouth, but there's just one thing we want to say to you, Len and us. Just let her get our voices ready.
Hola. It's your birthday. We're here to party and sing to you. It's from me. Hope you are bueno. The fun will reino the whole day through. From the Gulf to the mountains, the city lights and fountains.
Yeah, that's enough of that.
That wasn't what I wasn't going to say that.
Happy birthday, Shedman. What were you going to say, Len?
I was going to say stop being sanctimonious.
Oh,
No, not on your birthday, I wouldn't.
yeah, you got to be nice to him on one day.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Nigel YG.
I have this week. I haven't been. Thank you. Thank you very much.
How old are you, if you don't mind us asking?
54.
Wow, that's old. Not as old as me.
No.
And the young one here though is Lenny boy, aren't you, Lenny?
Yeah, I'm 51.
You get that age.
The old memory's getting better. Fucking hell, I wouldn't be able to get my bank account if I said that on the phone.
Yeah, 51. There you go. I'm 55. Shedman's 54. We're officially an old podcast. Thank God that.
Thank God.
Thank God that young whippersnapper George doesn't join anymore and make us all feel old.
Yeah.
No, John is. He was doing a bit of building work, wasn't he?
Building a
Bit
cat
of flooring,
tower.
I think.
Let's be honest. We weren't going to
was
see
it
the
flooring?
Booches. We weren't going to see the Booches on a international break anyway. So a bit of wishful thinking. We have done a question time, but usual. I've just come off the motorway from Luton, so I've put it up a bit late. I went past Luton's ground. Well, some houses, but interesting. Have you been, Nigel?
What, Kenilworth Road?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went. Yeah, we lost in the cup.
Right. Okay. Never
3-2.
been, but
Shawadi's son, Scotty Oakes.
Oh, that's right, Scotty Oakes.
Yeah.
Lenny, you ever been Kenilworth Road?
I think I have, actually. George Parry scored. Was that Kenilworth Road? It was, wasn't it? We drew 1-1 in the cup.
I know we played them a few times in the cup, yeah.
Yeah. And we took them back to our place and thumped them.
Yeah. Your van's very squeaky, Shedman.
Yeah, it is.
Van,
Sorry
man.
about that.
That's
Must
all
be
right.
ladders in the back.
Oh, I thought... Didn't you have a problem with your van? It's all fixed now.
No, yeah, it's all good. All good.
What was the problem?
a little bit of a water leak.
Oh, okay.
In fact, it's not fixed, but it's a very slow water leak. So they'll fix it when I'm back in London or when I'm back home, as such, rather than travelling the country. Because it looks like I may have to go Swansea in a couple of weeks. So,
All right.
yeah.
Cool, you know I've get around. Anyway, I'm going to do a few stories while we wait for the questions to build up, because we've only got 2 at the moment. That's what happens when you only post a question unannounced on an international break, because you've forgotten to do it earlier.
Talk about off the cuff.
There's a lot of there's a lot of news around. First news, right? I'll save the LLD naming rights to last. Is international break. We've had a few problems. Let's start with Mikel Antonio. Came off after 17 minutes. I think play stopped for 3 minutes. Knee ligament, we're told, could be out a minimum of 3 months. Could be a lot longer. Could be the last we ever see of Antonio. I don't know. A 33-year-old. Is he 33?
Don't know.
33? Something like that.
I heard it was possibly his ACL. Is that right? Anterior cruciate ligament.
Is that in the knee?
Yeah, the back.
yeah, probably then.
Right,
Is it ligament, right? So
yes, that's
yeah.
what the L stands for.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So yes, probably. All I know is knee ligament's gone. Don't know how bad, but it's probably going to be at least 3 months. So some people on social media seem to be happy about that, which I can't understand.
No.
No, that's social media for you, isn't it?
You have seen it though, haven't you? Think, oh God for that. You know.
I ain't been on it for
No, I haven't.
at least all
I
day.
must admit, no, I've not really. Obviously, been bit busy today.
Yeah.
I know a few people are a bit not happy, but obviously using it to highlight, which quite rightly, that club have not signed a replacement.
Yeah. Anyway, second story. If that wasn't
Right.
enough, Bowen, Paul injures his knee in training. Left Bowen in England as they go off to Moldova or wherever they've gone.
Macedonia.
Breaking up, Shawnee Warney.
I'm breaking up.
Yeah.
That's unusual. Am I
It
breaking
is.
up to you? Or is
You
it...
did, but you're back now.
All right.
Yeah.
So, so Bowen suffered a knee injury, got left in England, going for a scan. Senior source said today, scan results not back. I know there's some silly stuff on this Thai guy, or whoever he is, was quoting Dan Lawless saying he's out for the season. Don't believe. Silly
Thai?
stuff. Thai 5.
From Thailand.
An ITK wannabe quoting he's out for
Thai.
9 months, and I had people. I'm gonna embarrass him. Still messaged me today, going, "Is this true?" And I went, "Come on, don't believe everything you read on X."
Don't
No.
don't still just ask the Daily Mail now. He's in with them, isn't he?
No. He did message me. I went, "No, that's total low." So anyway, we don't think it's too serious. We are waiting for the medical results, but we don't. He may miss Burnley, but we don't think it's too serious. But we're waiting for the results. Of course, not happy with that. Things come in threes or maybe fours. Thomas Suchek got kicked in the head with studs.
Oh, that's bad.
Have you seen the video?
I have, yeah.
Oof. I mean, that should have
No,
been a
I
red card, shouldn't it? All day long.
I just think it shows I don't know, brave or foolish or whatever, but he.
I think he carried on afterwards, and here is something, and I've asked the club, and they said they don't know. He's shown all stitches on the plane, and he got bandaged up. But do the concussion protocols apply after a thing like
Only
that?
if he got concussion, Sean.
Well, I asked the club, and they said we'll have to see on Thursday. That's all they said to me. So I don't know if he got concussion or not. I mean, I would have got concussion.
Yeah.
So we could miss Thomas Suchek. Imagine that, Len.
That would explain a lot.
Well, I'll tell you a funny story. Finley, as you know, plays football, and I take him on a Saturday and Sunday. Last week he scored a hat trick. He's become a bit more of a right winger, and we played. I'm not going to name the team, but we played a team this week, and we didn't. The wind was against us, and we didn't start off too well.
The wind was against you.
Yeah, the wind was against us. In other words, it
Don't
was
you
with
change
the opposition.
halves?
We did, but first half we were 3-1 down, right?
Right.
Bring it back to 3-2. The ref was not having a good game. In fact, he denied us
I like
3
the one-
penalty shots.
When you say we,
Well,
Well, he
Horsley
likes to
Fo-
live precariously for his son. He can't play
yeah,
football,
exactly.
can he?
Horsley Football Club, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, 2 minutes to go. It's 3-2. We've hit the post. We've been denied another penalty, and the referee's lost control. He is allowing them to tackle quite dirtily. So one of our players at the end, minute to go of injury time, says something. And this guy, the Oppo, punches him straight in the mouth, in the chin. Well, actually in the eye. Punches him in the eye.
Yeah.
You know what happens next. It all goes...
you get a black eye.
Well, he got a black eye. But it all goes... You know, there were people flying in studs up, going into other players. So there's 11 versus 11, and it's a full-on ruck, right, on the pitch. So there's the manager, the assistant manager, and about 4 other spectators from our side. So we run over there to try and separate them.
Yeah.
And I grabbed one of the Oppo players by the shirt and held
Yeah.
him back and said, "Come on, leave it out." And he says to me, he said,
Fuck off, Grandad.
he said,
Yeah.
"I'll knock you out, Grandpa."
Grandpa!
Yeah. And I said, "You can try, but I tell you now, I'm going to sit on you.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I'll sit on you."
I'd be worried.
And
Yeah, I would be.
He did back off because there was sort of a little bit, you know how it is. The heat had got out of it by then. Referee comes over, starts issuing red cards to 3 of the players. And we only issued 3 red cards, I don't know, because probably about 12. But I know this stuff goes on Sunday football, but I've never seen anything like it. 17-year-olds,
Yeah,
Too much testosterone.
Lucky
You go
sods.
to him, mate, knock me out. I've had a death sentence from the ICF. I don't care about you. That's what you should have said. Fucking hell.
It was funny. It was funny. I did think, am I going to get one on the chin here? But I didn't think at the time. But there you go. I would like to say now, Finley didn't get in trouble. In fact, Finley courageously grabbed hold of the guy, his name is Max, who got punched in the eye, and held him back because he was ready to knock the other guy's block off. And the worst thing about this, and there's, on a serious note, one of the Oppo players spat in our manager's eye. There's no need for that. No need for that at all.
Oh, that's
That's
fucking
a proper
bad.
thing,
I know.
That's worse than punching.
That is
That's
worse
far
than punching. And
yeah.
he went mad, and they had to take the other player off. But we are going to mention this today. Anyway, it's not a Sunday League podcast.
Hold up, could we just say, happy birthday to Finn?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is it Finn's birthday?
Finn's
Same day as
birthday.
Nigel's?
Not today.
No.
It was
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
I'll tell
Ah.
you, don't worry.
He was 17. I took him for his driver theory test. And he passed just about. So he's going to be on the road tomorrow, by the way. So if you're in Surrey tomorrow, keep off the
Keep out
roads.
the way.
Keep off the roads. Finley is on the road. Anyway, talking about mischief, the full story of international break is Vladimir Sufal, who decided with 2 of his colleagues to go out on the piss and get absolutely blasted in a nightclub and get videoed and pictures taken of him, and he was sent home in disgrace.
Wasn't that before the game? And he played the 90 minutes, though?
I don't know if it was before the game.
I thought that's what I
It could have been. I couldn't read. It was a check paid for the road to. Oh,
and they
even
still turned
worse.
up, played the 90 minutes, and got the point they needed in qualifying.
Oh, well, he still got.
But I'd have been surprised if that would have been before. I guess.
I'll check that out. Do you know what? I assumed it was afterwards, but you might be right. It was before. He's in good company though, isn't he? Bobby Moore used to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking that.
Ryan Deere used to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they all did it. Ain't the biggest. It shows a lack of discipline, and for a senior pro, if there's youngsters in the squad, it does.
I wonder
So,
whether David Moyes will do anything. Probably
bad
not.
example.
Anywho, the other big story, LLDC apparently have nearly found a naming rights partner. Sports Business wrote that the Allianz and Sporting
I believe it's
Stage-
pronounced Allianz.
Allianz.
I done that. Well, I done their style guide, designed their style guide years back. I remember it because it was a really boring job. German.
Okay, Allianz. And
Allianz.
and Stage Front were in the running. But interestingly, this sort of came out of the blue. And interestingly, it's just before a board meeting that I think is being held tomorrow for LLDC, and next week there's a scrutiny. And some would think that maybe LLDC were out briefing the media to create a little bit of a media storm, that they were getting closer to find a naming partner, wouldn't it?
We don't care, do we?
Well, we do
Yeah.
care.
Still, we're
don't
going to
we?
call it the shithole.
But my contacts at the club say yes, Allianz are interested, but it's a long-term time from being done. That they've got to agree to it. They have right to veto. And here's the interesting thing: West Ham have read the contract, and they've interpreted the contract to say it's not just after the first 4 million a year we get 50%. They've read it as after the first 4 million of the contract we get 50%. So let's say they sell the rights for 40 million, 4 million a year for 10 years to Allianz. They get the first 4 million year one,
Yeah.
and on year two we both get £2 million each.
Oh.
So we get another 18 million.
Well,
from
have
that.
you read the contract?
I have read the contract.
And what do you think?
I think it's ambiguous,
Right.
but I've spoken to certain people very close to this, not the senior source, other senior sources, if you know what
And what did Kieran Maguire say, Sean?
I haven't spoken to Kieran Maguire about it.
Oh.
Why?
No, I just wondered whether...
No. I have read. First of all, I read it a different way, and then they pointed out the clauses, and I went, "Yeah, I can see how you could read it that way." Do you not see it that way then?
No, I thought it was a bit wishy-washy, and
It is
when you look at
wishy-washy.
it, and then you think, how did lawyers pass this?
I know,
That's the
it
bit
is.
that baffles
You're
me.
absolutely right. And look, let's be honest, this is another legal, when they do sell the naming rights, here's another legal case, and millions spent of taxpayers' money trying to fight it, and probably West Ham will win again. Last story before we go to question time, and apologies for saying his name wrong, but I got this from actually Kieran Maguire. I was on my way to Luton this morning listening to Price of Football, as I think you probably were, Nigel, because you mentioned something from it.
No, I mentioned something before I'd actually listened to it. I knew that.
Yeah. So on Price of Football, the big news has been that Everton have got a 10-point deduction, and the comparisons with Tevez, and when we got caught in irregularities and we got a £5.5 million fine, then we were sued. Well, it turns out that the way that this was done was there was a three-man independent panel. Two of them were barristers. One was a judge, one was a barrister, and the third man, a football man, was a former West Ham finance director. In fact, he joined in 1997, left in 2012, so for over 15 years he was a finance man. Nick Igo is his name, although I spelt his name wrong, and he was one of a three-man panel who decided on the punishment. Why is this ironic? Nigel?
Because Nick Igo was the financial director when we signed Carlos Tevez, and it is rumoured that he was the man that flagged up.
It is, yeah.
The contract was not quite right with Tevez and Mascherano, and we should advise the Premier League of.
That's right, yeah. He went to Egbert Magnuson and said, something not right here.
Yes.
You need to show these to the Premier League. Interestingly, he was also the man, along with the managing director, Scott Duxbury, who went to Brussels, met the owner of Sheffield United, who wanted 30 million compensation, and he was the one who negotiated the deal for 20 million in Brussels over a handshake and a coffee. And
Well, I think it was
and a waffle.
25.
20. So and I tell you why it's 20.
Sure?
I know you said 25, and I know you've got contacts, but the owner. This is an interview with the owner of
McCabe.
McCabe. Yeah. So McCabe.
I think we lost him.
I pulled out my microphone.
Shawnee Warney, we lost you.
I pulled out my microphone. Apologies on that.
Oh, you
I know.
bellend.
So
Yeah, McCabe.
McCabe is the one who said they wanted 30 million, but I was feeling generous on the day, and I did a deal for 20 million.
All right.
But I thought it was 25 in our accounts. Strange that.
Yes.
25 in our accounts, 20 they say. Where did the 5 million go?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, I could tell you, but I wouldn't do it publicly, to be fair.
oh,
And it weren't West Ham that took it. So anyway.
oh, there's a story.
Yeah. Well, there ain't, because I wouldn't tell it publicly.
Interesting. Anyway, that's I think that's the news on international break. Hopefully we've waffled enough that we've got some questions now.
Yeah, we have.
So it's time for this. Yeah.
Yeah.
After a 3-week absent, because we couldn't be asked, question time
No,
is back.
Oh, yeah, no, it is.
It is a 3-week absence.
Yeah.
Question time is back. Whether you've forgotten us, though, is the question. And are you the question master tonight, Len?
I think I'll have to be, really.
Yeah.
There's no point asking Shawnee Warney.
No, because I'm terrible pronouncing
Yeah,
words.
or Nigel YG.
Not really,
Birthday
because
boy.
he's
'Cause
driving.
He's driving. He
in
can't
his
really.
squeaky van.
So, should I commence?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Commence.
That's all right. All right, first up, we've got Paul Nolan.
Beep, beep.
Thank you very much. And that's how he starts. Beep, beep, show for here. First of all, happy birthday, Nigel Khan, 21 again. 2 questions for tonight. Fine tonight, Paul. Are international breaks worth the aggro regarding injury, etc.?
No.
Should we answer them individually? No. I think we should do away with international breaks. I mean, all the countries don't get on with each other anyway. What's the point? Just stick, just stick to
Well,
the Premier
international
League.
football is the pinnacle of a footballer's career. And
Is it?
Unfortunately, when you buy better players, yeah, and when you buy winning the World Cup is the pinnacle. No matter what Messi's done,
I'm not sure it is.
Right, winning the World Cup was the ultimate thing for him. Winning the World Cup is the ultimate prize, and that's done internationally, not the Premier League. So, international football.
Who cares? We don't care. I don't care
you
what
say we
footballers
don't,
want.
I care. We want to sign good players, and we're signing international players. We need international players to make us better, so we have to accept that we'll go and play internationally. The fact that Bowen's in the England team is because of his success playing for West Ham, so we should be proud of that.
Fucking hell, well, you might be. I don't give a monkey's.
Talking of that, I didn't mention, but we will get compensation from FIFA for Macau and Tony after the first 28 days. After the first 28 days, there's a compensation scheme called the Club Protection Programme, and we get his full wages for up to a year.
And the 28 days after that, they'll still be laughing at how much we're paying him.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I'm sure he'll go, I'll be back.
The bill up.
Yeah, they got to pick the bill up.
His second question, this is Paul's second question, this
Ooh.
is for Sean Whetstone.
Alright.
When are the club going to touch up the stones in the Champions Place? As I can only see the inscription on mine with super X-ray vision. I only know where I am because I'm right next to Billy Bonds. That's not a bad place to be, is it?
I'll tell you what, Paul. Send me a picture of how bad the stones are, and I will make sure Miss Brady and
Well,
others
shame 'em.
will sort that out, because it's a picture paints 1,000 words. So
Yeah.
show me how bad they are.
I was talking to my wife today. So Paul, if you can find Marstone and tell me where it is, just send me a photograph.
But yeah, send me a picture how bad they are, and I'll get
Yeah.
the club
I'd
to
like
look
to
at.
know where my stone is.
Well, there's a way to look at that, you know. What's the inscription? And I'll tell you.
I think it was my WHUFC.
All right, okay, that's enough.
I'm just glad they didn't put "He loves this place." You know,
Yeah.
it was a Father's Day present. You know, it's one of them where your kids buy you something and you open it and you think. And a friend of mine, who we all know, apparently thought it'd be a good idea. And there's a bit of me to think, was he being a bit devilish there? You know, I've spent 6 years fighting West Ham to go there.
If you go to www.champions-place-map, you can download a map, okay? I'm doing it now, by the way, right? That has got all the names on and the locations. Then you do a Control and F, right? Type in my UFC. Yeah. Oh, there's only one.
Oh.
And where the bloody hell is it? Well and good.
They only told you they bought it, Nigel. That's it. That's why you can't
Now there is
see
one, but it doesn't. I've got to now find. Cool. There's a lot of them, isn't there? It's all well and good. You're doing the search, but I don't see.
It don't work.
Well, I want to see where it's.
You put your faith in tech again and then let you down. Shall I carry on with the question?
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Right. It's underneath Alan Seeley.
How's about that?
One. So if you go, you know where Alan Seeley on the Y, and you go one in line with the line. Go 1, 2, 3, 4 down. That's where it is.
Yeah, Nigel.
Yeah. I'm gonna send you over a picture on WhatsApp. Yeah.
I'm gonna try this new orange.
I bet this doesn't work very well on podcast, does it? But I can see it, and I'm gonna take a little picture. I'm gonna take. You can hear the sound of the picture. 1, 2, 3. Do you hear that? And I'm gonna send it to you now with a little ring around it. How's that, Nigel? That's my birthday present to you. Tight ass.
Yeah. Well, I shall carry on then.
Carry on.
Right. Next up, Stuart Ling, Dinger. And he says, evening all, and happy birthday to Nigel. With 2 glasses of beer and the crossed hammers, which is, you know, that's Nigel to a T. On the birthday theme, what's the best birthday present you've ever received, and what was the worst? Well, I think we just heard Nigel's worst. Brady out, schlag. Sean, you there, mate?
Yeah, I'm just sending his picture, bottom row, Nigel, when you get to see it, under Alan Seeley. There you go. Bing! What's the what? Say that again.
Your best birthday present you ever received, and the worst.
Ooh.
I don't know the answer.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that.
I don't get. I ain't got any family, so I don't get gifts.
Oh, that makes me really sad.
Well, that's life, isn't it?
I mean, that's a really difficult question. Because you think you don't want to upset anyone. No, I've been taken away some really exotic places for my birthday by my current fiance. So that's probably been the best. You know, surprise. Literally on the day of my birthday, we've just like turned up with a passport and just jumped on a plane. So
right.
They're the kind of, that's probably the best one. It's not material things. And the worst, a relation once knitted me some West Ham gloves, and they were the worst West Ham gloves. I mean, the effort was 100%, but I wouldn't have been said that they were knitted with love, right? And it wasn't a direct relation, but they were probably the worst present I've ever received. A hand knitted gloves that didn't look like West Ham and didn't look like gloves.
Oh, there you go. Nigel, best and worst birthday present? No, he's gone.
He's
Well, I'll
gone.
move on.
A grey van.
I'll move on, yeah.
No, you do. Hang on. You must have had a worse one.
Do you know?
Someone once at work told me. I'm going to give you a little bit. Once got given a drawer.
A drawer?
A drawer.
That's a pretty bad present.
It was a drawer that you make together, but it was a drawer without anything to put it. It was just a drawer. A DIY make-yourself drawer. But the drawer had nothing, no shell to put it in. And I thought, that is just weird.
Nigel's back.
What's your worst birthday present?
Oh, we lost him.
I think he's crashed.
We lost him, haven't we? Anyway, let me carry on.
Go on.
Next up's Chrissy Mills, Super Chrissy Mills. Evening, gents, and happy birthday, Nigel. With the thought of having to watch more England dross, my mind has been wandering. Do you think this will be a better solution for the point system to encourage more fans to obtain points and actually attend home matches? Oh, this is going to be a bug at the read, I can tell. Maybe it would stop all the white seats on show. It would also give half a chance for non-bald ass kissers, I'd say lickers, Chris, of an occasional away day. Have you got one recently then, Sean?
What's that?
Have you been lucky in the ballot?
Do you know what? I have not entered the ballot lately. I saw one for the Fulham one was up. I missed the Spurs one. I've just had a bit of a busy life lately, and I suppose it hasn't helped with Finley playing football most Saturdays and Sundays. It's been a bit hard to go to away games, but I don't know if the ballot's closed for Fulham, but it was open like a day or two ago, so I was thinking I probably left it too late. But the quick answer is no. I have not been lucky for the ballot because I've not applied.
But would you want to hear Super Chrissy Moyes' theory, his point system, which we'll call the Mills point system? So he wants to give half a point for each home ticket purchased, and another half point for actually going through the turnstile, right? And then 1.5 points for any away match, and 1.5 points auto cup game. Oh. All right. What would you do to make things as fair as possible? And is there any chance things will change so home fans get some recognition? Brady out. I think home fans probably should get a point for going through the turnstile, not necessarily buying the ticket.
I do agree. By the way, you should get one for turning up both home and away. I also think the Europa. There should be a Europa. So the people that bought the free packages of free or entered a cup scheme for Europa should get double points as well. So the people who signed up for free early on, rather than buying them individually, should either get double points by agreeing to it at the beginning of the season, or if they buy a package, get an extra point for buying all three. Wouldn't cost the club any money, and it shows a bit of loyalty rather than people picking and choosing which of the games they want to go to. So I think they could be a bit more generous and give more points out depending on loyalty. There is, when we were on the SAB and talking about this, there was also one idea of you get more points depending on the difficulty. So, i.e., going to Newcastle on a midweek, right? That's on TV, will get more points than going to Arsenal on a Saturday afternoon.
Seems fair.
I don't know if you came up with that idea, Nigel, but someone came up with that idea on the
what's that?
Making it so depending the effort you put in, i.e. the distance away from the ground, whether it's midday or mid-week or not. Yeah, making it rewarding people for the effort they put in.
No, I actually think you should get a point for every year you've been a season, or for every year
Ooh.
you've had a continuous season ticket.
Oh,
Hey, talk
Well,
about thinking number one.
oh yeah.
You talk about loyalty and yeah, but remember the records.
But
I think
only
go
as
back to
2016.
2007. No,
No, go back.
No, but as far, no, but
2006
what
or
we're
7.
saying, not just where you got to think West Ham 2.0, really.
No,
You know-
we're not.
No.
We're looking after ourselves, Len.
Right. Well, okay.
You go back to, so you get a point for every year you've been a continuous season ticket holder,
Oh, it suits me.
and then whatever. I mean, for Liverpool to sell out 6,000 tickets on a midweek game just before Christmas to 9 points.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
That to me says there's points harvesting definitely going on.
Yeah.
That would have made General Sale years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
So you think they're not all going to show? That's what you're saying, right?
Or people will buy them and then try and move them on. So,
Yeah.
but then again, the way the system is set up, that's what it's going to push to, because they've got to, you know, if you're sitting there on 10 points, what chances do you get? Nothing. Games are now selling out 20 odd points, so it's an easy point for them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shall I move on?
Yeah.
Right. Next up, Mark Mirror. I should know this. I
Did you
should
drop?
dare say
Did you
it.
drop your easel there?
No, I put my paintbrush down.
Oh right, okay.
Really,
Sound like
I
you
wanna-
threw your paint.
No,
down.
yeah, really, I need to. Really, I need to wash them,
Oh.
which is a bit. But I can't. I've question time started. I've got that much commitment to question time,
Yeah.
so I'm just sitting here letting it dry and slowly picking the paint off,
Yeah.
which is just going to ruin the fucking brush. But never mind.
All right.
Anyway, carry on. Mark Mirosevic Storgo, all our friends. With Bowen and Antonio injured whilst on the international duty, does the club get compensation? What else can be done? Would we prefer none of our players to be good enough to be international players? There's no Brady out, but he does buy paintings off me, so I'll let him off.
So I think we mentioned this. So look, Bowen's unlikely to be injured. 28 days, no, but after 28 days, we will get money for Antonio. It's called the FIFA Club Protection Program. Got it for Lanzini. Do you remember when Lanzini got injured just before the World Cup? They paid out for him 80 grand.
they really?
Yeah, they did. True story, bro.
Yeah. Up next, Dave Jones, Ziggy Stardust. Evening all and happy birthday, Nigel. Question to everyone: what's the best birthday present you've had? Brady out. Well,
we've done
it's
this.
unbelievable, isn't it? They ask the same question. Talk
Yeah.
about fucking rub it in.
Try and get original, guys. Yeah, Nigel never answered this. I did, so maybe you should answer.
What the best present ever?
Yeah.
Have you pulled over or you crashed or something?
No, I've reached the hotel.
Oh, nice.
So, that's a tough one. I've had a lot of birthdays, haven't I?
Yeah, 52.
As a kid, you know, I used to love my tracksuit, my West Ham tracksuits.
Feeler?
No, my West Ham tracksuits. So when I was a kid, it would have been Admiral.
Oh, Admiral. Yeah.
I love my Admiral one. This year, I got Mick Clifford's book.
Oh, nice.
The shirts which I will read and then sit down and interview Mick for an interview with him.
Oh, nice.
Can you turn Nigel up a bit? I can't
Yeah,
hear
of
him.
course I will. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's it's hard to pick a best ever present, to be fair, because I always generally, you know, get good presents.
Well, I remember you once telling me that 75% of all your clothes were West Ham. True story?
Yes. True story, yes.
Still a true story?
Well, if I've got a West Ham jacket on at the moment.
Yeah. West Ham 2.0 jacket.
And yes,
Bit
but
surprised, disappointed in you a little bit.
As I said, the problem is
They wear out.
You can make a stand and
I
not
do.
wear the new badge and everything.
Yeah.
But at some point, you know, and when your kids buy you presents,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
then you know, what are you going to do? You go, oh, sorry, kid, thanks for thinking of me. Thanks for going to that fault. But, you know, nah, it gets to the point, you know, my jumper that I've got on's a West Ham jumper. So that's still, even though it's crossed hammers, when you look at the label, it's still got the old label in it. But when you own, I've probably got about 14 West Ham jumpers. So
Wow.
all of different types. So yeah.
Right. Up next then, Jason Backhouse, man from the 70s. Evening, gents. So, being search going into the Forest game reminded me of something. I used to pop into the hardware store on Green Street before a game at the old place. What's the most strangest thing you've bought before a game? Happy birthday, Nigel. And no Brady out there. Come on, everyone. You need to keep up the
The
Brady out.
strangest
The
stuff.
strangest purchase before a game. I don't think I've
Before
ever.
a game.
Strangest.
I don't think it's ever happened to me.
This may be funny. When we was doing the protesting, I did have to buy a pasting table from said hardware shop.
Oh, Bobby Moore's.
No, from the hardware shop further down. I know it's just before Queen's Road Market because actually the shop's still there. So, and then you're thinking, I thought, what do I do with this table now? Because we had to set it up to collect signatures and votes that Hughes View did. So actually I folded it up and shoved it into a bush next to the gates. And it was quite funny because when I went back to get it, because I thought I can't take it in the ground, this pasting table I'd bought. And when I went back to get it there was a Sky TV camera crew standing there. So I'm standing around waiting, so that they sort of interviewed me. We'd just beat Hull, so we were now in the playoffs, 2011 under Allardyce, and they wanted me to interview me, and it went out on Sky Sports News, the interview, with me being rather flippant, saying, well, we should have gone up
Got a
automatically.
pacing table.
Yeah, and then after they'd done the interview, they went, thanks, and I just stood there, and they went, okay, you can go now. I went, no, you're in my mate, I want my table. And they've looked round and gone, what table? And I've moved them out of the way and pulled this pasting table. I went, it's my pasting table. And they must have thought, who's this fucking loon?
That's just weird.
Walked off with my pasting table.
I once bought a £1 fish from Queen's Market.
Oh my God!
Did
What
ya?
you bought into the game?
Yeah, £1 fish.
Well, you bought, actually, but no one bought
£1
the fish off
fish.
of him.
£1 fish.
Yeah, I know the
£1
geezer.
fish. Yeah, well, I thought I'd buy one in a piece of newspaper. £1 fish. Very, very good. Very, very cheap. £1 fish. No, I didn't. I just thought it'd be funny.
Oh, right.
I don't
we're
think
laughing.
Yeah, I know.
don't think I've
He's
bought
laughing
anything.
now, back home in India.
What was?
isn't
I
he?
always used to buy sweets before I used to go in. What's it? Anywhere you like, £2 for £1. They were Arsenal
Yeah.
fans, weren't they? Anywhere you like, anywhere you like.
Free
£2
for a pound, wasn't it?
£3 for £1, was it? I thought. It was
I
£2
don't
for a
think they
pound.
were that cheap, were they?
Yeah,
Was
£2
it
for £1. Anywhere you like,
£2 for
anywhere
a
you like. How much? 50p for one here. £2 for £1, mate. £2 for £1.
To be fair, he was the one that complained most. He's the one that they stuck next to me. Wasn't
He's
it,
an
in David
Arsenal
Gold?
fan, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, but
He's-
don't you remember the interview last
Yeah,
game of the
yeah,
season?
yeah.
They wouldn't have David Gold wouldn't stand next to me, so they wouldn't have got the sweet storm.
Yeah, sweet storm, man. I'll tell you what, right? And I'm going to send it to you. Actually, I'm going to put it on X. I was going through on Google some stuff out of Google Drive, and I found, and it's got all of you, well, not all of you in it, but it's certainly got Nigel in it. We're walking along. I've got a GoPro. I'm wearing a GoPro, and I'm walking along Green Street and into the ground, into Trevor Brooking Lower Chav Corner. And I was wearing, I know, why would you do that, Sean? I don't know. But I was wearing a GoPro on my chest and I walked along into the ground. So I've got that. It's a little bit of a memento. It was the same day that you took BSB and the other West Ham Till I Die people on a tour.
Oh, the tour. Yeah,
So that's why I had a GoPro with me.
Yeah.
So I've got that footage
That was
of
the
both the tour.
first tour I did.
Yeah, I've got that on a GoPro and walking into the ground. It just brought all the memories back, you know, watching the GoPro walking along Green Street as a sort of, you know, people saying hello and everything, and just the trucks there, and you know.
It is funny because people get misty-eyed about that walk from the station,
Yeah,
and it don't do anything for me because I never used to do it.
yeah.
So,
Well, I used to walk from the Black Line actually. Sometimes Greengate, when they had a pub there. That is
Yeah.
the castle. Remember the castle?
Yeah.
Yes, I do remember it. I
Before
still
it-
look at it now and again.
We were once in there. I know we're reminiscing. We were once in there having a drink, and it was done in West Ham colours. Me, John, and George, and the police come running in, and they arrested all the staff for being like illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there, and there was no staff left, and they went, "Well, you need to get out." We said, "Well, we wanted to finish our drinks," so they made us go outside and finish our drinks outside, and they locked up the pub because there were no staff left. True story.
Yeah, cool story, bro. Right, next up, David Baker. Good evening, all.
Oh,
Striker-
David.
Yeah, been a while, hasn't it? Striker situation. What would be your plan? See you all at the next home game. Come on, you Irons. No Brady out, no David.
Well, I'm not sure Nigel goes to games anymore, but
Yeah, he
I'll
don't,
see you.
does he?
No, he's a bit like Miriam, that doesn't
Yeah.
go anymore.
Yeah.
It's funny. I'll see you at Liverpool then, Sean.
Yeah, you will actually. I've got 2 tickets.
Oh, will you?
Yeah.
Well,
So
you
he's
got lucky
one
in the
that
ballot,
you
did you?
mentioned.
Oh yeah, I've got Lackey in the ballot. That's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, okay.
I've got over 9 points anyway.
Should we start again and you might actually say something honest if you did go again? Sean, you won't lie at all. So anyway, striker situation. What would be your plan?
I'll get.
What?
What you mean for next
I
week?
don't know what he means.
Or
I reckon
January.
for Burnley with replacement. So I'll start. Caduce, I would have to. I don't know. I know a lot of shout from Obama.
no.
I think I'd be going down the road of Caduce. I would look to introduce Obama though.
But if
at
you
some
got
point to the game.
if you got Bowen out though, possibly.
Yeah, I think Bowen will be out, and I think.
But why would I wouldn't want? I'd want Caduce where Bowen goes.
Well, Bowen's been playing up front, hasn't he? If
No,
we've got
but
no
you know what I mean.
Antonio,
I'd want
no Bowen.
Caduce. I'd want Caduce on the right wing because you're going to put there. He might not get to him. He might get to the ball, Caduce.
So who do you play then?
Danny Ings, obviously.
Oh, fuck off, Sean.
Well, I think you've got to bite the bullet and play Mbama. If
I'd
Bowen's
rather
out as well.
Obama than Danny. It's horrible, and this ain't a slight on Danny Ings
It
or
is.
anything. It ain't. I just think at some point we got to go. Yeah, he don't fit in with our club, and you need to stop persevering and play Obama.
Yeah. But we're in the shit. I
Yeah.
imagine Moyes won't play any striker. That'll be
False
the way.
nine.
Yeah. Well, not as far as Moyes goes. We won't call it false nine. Just call it not playing with a striker. Sean, what do you think? What would you
I don't know who he's going to play. I made a joke of it, but I do see him. It's like everybody else goes, don't play Danny Ings, and it's almost certain he'll start with Danny Ings because he's a stubborn bastard.
All right, moving on then, and it's everyone's favourite scarecrow, Dodsey. And he goes, "Oi, my handsomes, how's yous doing? Happy birthday to the miserable Shedman, better known as Bully from Bullseye."
Oh, Dodsey, he don't like it.
He don't like being
it.
bullied. You do
No,
bully
he
him a lot, though.
I don't bully him. He shouldn't be such an idiot. Then I wouldn't have to bully him.
He's snowflake.
simple folk from the country.
Yeah,
Is that the right term? He's a snowflake.
I
probably.
prefer simple folk from the country myself, but still.
Quick fire questions. Nigel, what is the best present you had today?
Oh, for Christ's sake!
Mick Clifford's book on West Ham shirts.
Shit, what was your fucking worst? Evening, Clifford,
Oi,
for listening.
no.
It's one of our loyal listeners.
Yeah,
I know.
Mick.
Yeah, I know, but
I
you
like
know,
Mick.
no,
And a customer
yeah,
of yours.
yeah, he is. But he put his fucking book in the club.
Excuse me.
What?
Let me tell you the story to that. His publisher wanted the book in the club,
Same thing.
and he came to me to
If
help
he can't
him.
be independent,
And he came to me to help him, so I asked an Arsenal fan.
even less independent.
I asked an Arsenal fan. I told him to contact the Arsenal fan and mention my name. So of course he didn't get it in there at all. No. Gavin, obviously Stanley, is ahead of retail.
Well,
Who
you shit
agreed to-
doing the tickets? Well,
who-
saying that.
Who agreed to put it in the club shop? Well done. Leave the bloke alone. All he said, look, I just want a chance. I'll just keep my publisher happy by saying I tried
just
to get it in the
wanted
club
to
shop.
get it. You're not making. Sorry, you didn't build a good case for him.
Why? He said he was doing it for his publisher.
Right? All right. Well, next.
Well, how about this, Sean? Yeah,
Doing
I
it
got
for his
contacted.
publisher.
Go
I
on.
got contacted by a friend of all of ours that we all know really well
Yeah.
about raising money for the charity that they run, West Ham fans. I'm not going to mention a person.
Yeah.
But anyway, and it would involve me displaying things with the club and maybe people making a donation.
Yeah.
And my reply was, great idea. I ain't doing it with the club though.
I haven't heard about this.
No, it was an idea I think he had. That
Right.
perhaps, a
it's
way of
used-
raising money for him, that I could display things that I've got and people pay a donation, and but it would be done at the ground. And I was like, great idea. If it's with the club, I don't want to know.
Oh.
See that? See?
Cutting off your nose to spite your face.
No, don't be fucking daft.
What I told them was, wait till the supporters club get a place, and why don't you ask them, and then I can set up in there and people can make a donation to see my stuff.
There you go. Are you out in a gale force wind now, Nigel?
No, I'm
Don't
just walking
take a
into the hotel. Give me a couple of minutes, I'll be in my room.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. You got before you go, Nigel. Whose shed is better, yours or Gary's from Claret and Booze?
Gary's is warmer. That's for sure.
Seen it
Politicians
then?
answer. Politicians answer. Who's
Have
Have you
is it?
seen Gary's shed?
I've seen a video of it, yeah.
We didn't ask
right.
which one was warmer. We said which one is better.
Well, I'm going to say mine, aren't I? Because
Yeah,
it's
there
full
you
of
go.
West Ham memorabilia.
Yeah. Fuck you, Gary.
Gary's got Canning Town Len painted in his. Good one.
I've got two.
Yeah, but you put yours in the house, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Ah. I didn't know you had two.
Well, Prince.
Oh, all right. Now he's got an original.
Oh.
Anyway,
Anywho.
what do you believe has happened to GSB Out, even with the demise of David Gold? It seems to have gone very quiet and moved on to David Moyes, according to YouTube channels. Well, it's not here. We're still GSB Out.
Radio.
What do
Radio.
you say? We. I
Yeah.
don't identify as
Anything.
SB out, or GSB out, or anything out.
That's because
Or
you're an
even
arse
Moyes.
licker. But you
No,
are.
it's not.
It is.
Not.
And why has Brady Out faded on this channel? Well, it hasn't. Other than the previous three questionnaires. But anyway, has she now delivered? And in particular, has Brady delivered when you look at Everton's demise in the financial play?
Yes.
How about fuck off, Dodsey?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
What's he got to do with that?
Yes.
What
And
the
in
fuck's
fact-
he got to do with
In
that?
fact, I forgot to mention there is no money for January, and the reason is we haven't got any money in January because exactly we don't want to end up like Everton.
Oh,
Good point.
fuck off.
Well made.
It's a
We
fucking
don't-
terrible point.
No, it's not. It's a great point. Well done, Dodsey. Thank you for
Oh,
bringing it up.
Fucking, you're such a fucking arse
No,
licker.
no, it's not. It's true.
Right, and he
Just because
finishes
it's
Brady.
inconvenient. Just because it's inconvenient to mention FFP, then you suddenly get all aggressive and on the.
No, I'll tell you what it is. Some tubby bloke on this podcast said we had 17 million to spend
No,
a
I
few weeks
didn't.
back.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
On paper, we have 17 million. But the problem is, your mate, David Moyes, overspent on a pile of crap the summer
Sullivan
before.
bought Ings.
Who
and now-
says? Oh, you're an ITK now, are you?
You said,
Did I?
yeah,
Did
when I asked you. I said, that sounds like a Sullivan thing. And you went, of course it is.
Oh, you've got a memory
You,
like a bloody...
you need, I'll tell you what, you can't be a liar. Your memory's too bad.
I know,
and you're,
I know it
this is for someone with a terrible
I know
memory.
you have.
Which
You
is
are
why
right.
I don't
I
lie.
did admit that. Look, I get. We cannot lose over 30 million over a 3-year period. We overspent in the summer of 2022.
No, but if shareholders can put in up to 90 million as long as it's done as a share issue.
Correct. And some money was put in. via the Kredinsky. But look, whatever way you look in it, we do not want to go off FFP, and the shareholders, after putting in 30 million in COVID and then put in another rights issue, do not want to put any money in, and it's up to them, is it not?
It's always up to them.
I mean,
Look, we ain't got
look
a
at the
striker.
Glazers. The Glazers have put no money into Man
I'd rather
United.
not look at them.
Not everybody puts money into clubs, is all I'll say. And when money has been put into
Yeah,
clubs,
but
if
we
you
got
heard
the only
about-
fucking club that's got a manager who won't try
Be
players from the...
careful what you wish
Oh,
for. You
well,
end
I'm
up
moving
like
on.
Everton.
It finishes
you might
off-
end up like Everton.
He finishes off, what, with a proper fucking football stadium on the way. Bring it on.
Oh yeah,
Brady
in
out.
the Championship. In the
Brady
Championship.
out.
Do you
Brady.
know
They're
why-
not going
Sean,
down.
Sean,
Go on.
Sean, do you know why we don't end up like Everton?
Go on.
Because we got money in the bank from selling,
Our own.
rice and
Yeah, too right.
Ghana and
Yeah.
all them plus the European money. We're nowhere near it. And you know we're not nowhere near it.
Yeah, well,
Look, Aston Villa
I
would be
beg to
near it if
differ.
they hadn't sold Grealish.
I beg to
Yeah.
differ.
But they did.
Look, we haven't got time to go through the figures, but if I went through the figures, you'd see we're a lot closer to it than you think we are. Just on a losses fee. Yes, they could put more money in, granted, but they haven't. So let's move on as Len.
Yeah. Before I mention prostitutes, Dodsey. Anyway, next up, Matthew Kemp. Talk about fucking wasting money. Evening, gents. Sean, you see I was right a while back re Mubama and his contract expiring. What's the truth behind his contract negotiations? I've heard he's on 4K a week, which is more than Perkins and Ngakia got when they left. At best, he will leave for a championship club and assume West Ham are offering more than his current salary. Is it down to playing time opportunities or his agent after a cut if he moves on? No Brady out for Matthew. Jesus, come on, everyone.
Look, I don't know how much he's on, but it'll almost definitely be on an academy wages, which will be a few thousand a week. You know, it might be 4,000, it might be 2, it might be 1, whatever. His agents, I'm told, want a first team Premier League wages for him. I don't know
But
what
he's
that
making
means.
a good point, Matthew.
Hang on,
because-
hear me out first,
All right.
and then shout me down.
No, I'm not going to shut you down.
I've been told by a senior source they want first team wages for him, and they think it's too soon. Now, I've assumed that means they want 30, 40, 50 grand a week, which is the average wages now in the Premier League, right?
Right.
Now, they don't want to do it. So I'm told it's about money. He believes, and look, Moyes has come out and said this, and we said this the other week, that, you know, agents are now turning them and turning their heads and saying, well, you need to do this and this and this. So I think, well, I've been told this, you know, David Sullivan is going to sit down, because I've said this, David Sullivan is going to sit down with Mbama, with Tim Steidten, and try and persuade him to stay, as he did with Gerald Bowen.
I would do it that you get your 5-6 grand a week as an 18-year-old, fantastic money. Every first team game you appear in,
you
get first team wages.
10 grand, or another 15 grand.
Well,
So
I'll go
if he
further
plays
than
in
that.
the Premier League, then and he's playing in the Premier League game, I ain't got no problem with him earning 20 grand a week.
If you remember with Declan Rice, and I got in trouble for leaking this at the time, he got paid 35 grand a week, right? He
And
got
every 15 games,
25 grand appearance money on every game he started. He got 10 grand for being on the bench, another 5 if he came on, right, as a substitute. He got 5 grand per week increase for every 15 games he played. He got money for being selected for England. He obviously got goal bonuses, win bonuses, position bonuses, and he got, he hasn't got it yet because he left before it, but there was another bonus if he became captain of England. And what I know, obviously, he's gone on for 250 grand or whatever, or 200 grand a week. We offered him 200, but when he left, he was on, with all those bonuses, because he was playing all the time, he was on close to something like 80 grand a week. And that's the kind of deal I think we should be offering
The funny thing about
our
it, I know
academy
Rice
people.
has gone and he's moved, but it is a bit bonkers that they didn't sign that deal because he still would have left. He
Yeah.
still would have joined Arsenal.
Yeah, why do you
And actually-
go a year of 200 grand a week?
Yeah, they shot themselves in
Yeah,
the
they
foot.
did. Yeah. I agree.
Oh well.
Next question.
Next question.
Wrap it up because I've got to go, but come
Right, Father Chris Kinch. Happy
Right.
birthday, Nigel.
Thank you very much, Father.
I saw the 121s. The under 21s play the other week. He did. He told me. Mubama looked great, but I have to say that Ollie Scars was the standout player. Do you think Scars will get run out in the first team any time soon? Remind me of his position. It's left wing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's where we're
Do
lacking.
you know, the weird thing about the under 21s is they're actually doing really well in the Johnston Paint Trophy,
Right.
and they're beating the league teams. So I think they're pretty sure they're top of the group, and because you want these young players to be challenged again, and that's the idea of that tournament in a way.
Yeah.
Generally, the under 21s don't get very far, but the way West Ham are playing, you think there's a chance they could go on and do really well in that tournament.
Yeah.
And what does that say then? So
We
to me,
could
it
keep
says,
moist.
are they ready for first team football then? And that at some point we have got to start integrating them.
Yeah, we do.
We have.
Yeah.
I don't care what Moyes or whatever. As a club, any club, I don't care who you are. Man United, they do it. Liverpool,
Yep.
they do it. We've got to start integrating
Yeah.
them.
Mubama can't get any better if.
No.
The truth of the matter is, a lot of the some of the ex-pros I talk to don't think Mubama's good enough. But we're never gonna. He won't be good enough if he doesn't play in the first team. So
No, I think
you
it's
need to
harder
play
for
him.
strikers, and I think not really. I do point. It's not just pointing out, who's left and whatever. When you look at the English players in our team, the ones that we've had for a long time that have done very well. So like Antonio didn't come through an academy. Creswell didn't come through a Premier League academy. Bowen didn't come through. When you look at it, you think, So being in a Premier League academy is not the be all and end all. But I think this crop of youngsters we got, having seen them play last season in the flesh, and I've followed their progression as they go on this season, watching them on the highlights. You think, I don't know, there's a few of them there. This could be our team of 92, yeah? This could be the golden period that we had with Carrick, Cole, Lampard, Defoe, Rio. It's Glenn Johnson. This could be another group of players like that.
Could be,
They've
yeah.
got to be played.
They've got to be played. Well, if it
And the thing
keep
is,
getting injuries, they will.
Yeah, if you look back, the likes of when Paul Allen broke through, Tony Cottee,
Yeah.
a lot of them, they got in the team because of injuries.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Harry Kane got into
Yeah.
the Tottenham team because they'd had a load of injuries, and Tim Sherwood had him as a youth player and a reserve player, and thought, I'll give him a go. Because he'd been out on loan to Leicester when they were a lower
Yeah.
league. He'd been
Norwich,
at Orient,
Millwall.
Millwall.
Orient.
And I think Orient, when he was at Orient, I think they were Div 3 or Div 2 as it would be now. So, it was he only got that chance because Tottenham had injuries.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens. We've got the injuries now. What we got to lose against Burnley, realistically, my argument is, look, we ain't going to go down this season.
No.
We could afford to give Barmer 90 minutes against Burnley.
Yeah.
Because if he can't do it against Burnley,
Then he can't do it.
then generally he ain't going to do it because they're
Yeah.
one of the worst defensive teams and whatever. So for me, give him a run out. Let's see where he goes.
Yeah, I agree with that. You
And
back,
don't
Sean?
judge him on one game though,
No.
but it gives you an idea, an indicator.
No. That's fine.
Do you think
All
you want
right.
to answer the door?
I think so. It's sounding like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He's a Amazon man. He's got Karen Brady's strap on, been delivered for him. Anyway, next up, Adam Leatherbarrow. Happy birthday, Nigel. 21 again. Bit of a light-hearted question. Other than Bubbles, what song would you associate West Ham with? My 2-year-old daughter loves Chitty Chitty Bubbles. Yeah, I like that.
Right.
We had a big
What?
fan. Me and you, Nigel, were fans of the B side of
Yes,
I'm Forever
that's
Blam
just
Blam,
what I
wasn't
was
we?
going to say. West Ham
Yeah.
United.
What was it called? The actual title of the tune?
I thought it was called West Ham United.
I think it was.
I think that's what it's called.
West Ham, the pride of London town.
Yeah.
Dun. Yeah,
At
that's
Upton Park,
dilly
you
dilly.
hear our voices.
What a great song. If you haven't heard it, you missed out. Try and find it
Yeah.
on YouTube or something.
That was the theme tune. Do you remember when we did a few of the Upton Park
Yeah.
podcasts?
Yeah, we did,
And so I
yeah.
got told off for
Yeah.
using it.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that song. Anyway. Up next, Andrew Farrell. Evening, gents. We need a striker, obviously. So if we don't change the system, who should that be? Or what type of striker would that be? And thank you all for the podcast. It is always a great fun listen, especially when you are pissing each other off. He is pissing you off. And happy birthday, Nigel.
Thank you, Andrew.
So, do you think Andrew means what type of striker should we buy or play?
I don't know. I think with the injuries, I'd guess in play. I'd revert him to my answer I gave earlier.
Yeah.
As if it's Prime Minister's question time. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think you just got to go with Obama.
I think so as well. Up next, no Brady out, and nor is the next one, which is Ryan Doyle. With the inevitable Antonio injury, now I leave innings as a not-so-super sub. Do you think Obama gets some minutes now? We bloody hope so, Ryan. It's managerial incompetence to play Ings in the style we play. I don't care if he's being ill-advised by his agent. Everyone and their dog would rather see him get time over Ings. Yeah, I think you've got to draw the line with Ings. I think you've got to say, look,
I feel
unless we
sorry
sort
for
of...
Danny Ings, though, because
He was a good striker, wasn't he?
It ain't worked. Do you know what it reminds me of, funny enough? It reminds me of, not Roy Keane.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It was the Irish King. that we
Yeah,
had.
Robbie Keane.
Robbie King.
Yeah, it does
When
remind me of that.
he
It's
came.
exactly
And the funny
like
thing
that.
is, so far, he's matched Robbie Keane's goal scorings. Yeah, because Robbie Keane only got 2. And
Yeah.
he's only got 2. And he got both his 2 in the same game. And it's just not there, is it? You know, we've had these players. It ain't the players' fault.
Yeah.
It's the club, it's the system.
Yeah.
But you've got to stop persevering with him.
Yeah, you do. I agree. Right. Right, we move on to Chris Saville. Happy birthday, Mr. Shedman.
Thank
With
you very much, Jimmy.
Everton being hit with a points deduction and Chelsea and City going unpunished, do we scrap FFP as it only seems to punish a smaller club anyway? Brady out. Thank you, Chris.
Brady out. I
Do we scrap
heard
it?
you touched it, and I did lose. I think the thing with the Everton thing with me is that I think they will. I think they will go after Man City. I think they will go after Chelsea.
Too right.
Relegate them?
Well,
They should do. Man City should go
Yeah.
down. What did Rangers do? Get put down 2 divisions?
well, Rangers are different. The Rangers got done for that because it was just fun. I don't know if fun. It was, at the end of the day, they went bankrupt and they went bust.
Yeah, but
So
this is over many, many years. I mean, I would
Yeah.
almost start them at the bottom of the pyramid again. I'd put them in League 2. Man City. I don't think it will happen, but that's what I'd do.
the thing is that how far do you go? Do you take the trophies off of them? Do you
No,
walk
you don't. You can't take. It's meaningless to take trophies and re-award it someone else. That is meaningless. Well, what you do
No, but
is
to quote Brian Clough, yeah, you need to take all
Throw
the
your
medals
medals away.
and throw them away because you won them by cheating.
yeah, I agree. But you know what? Chelsea and potentially Newcastle should face the same. You know, and everyone is.
Newcastle nowhere near it.
No.
Well, that's not what I hear.
Yeah, you speak to people.
But that's funny because the one thing about Ashley when he owned Newcastle was because he didn't spend the money.
Who said we were talking about Ashley?
No, but because he
No,
didn't
listen.
spend the money, they had quite a deep, you
Yeah.
know, you could
They
spend.
could spend
Oh,
three
right, I
hundred
got
million
you.
pound before they were even knocking on the door of
Oh, okay,
financial
I
fair
got
play.
you.
Right. Anyway, on to Gerald's
Sorry, I was I had to
Went
pop
to the
out,
door.
but my no,
Amazon, was it?
no, no,
Amazon.
no.
Pizza.
My fiance is in the Big Apple with her stepdaughter for her 18th birthday present. So I'm
Well, your missus is only 18.
no, my stepdaughter Laura
Oh,
is 18, and they've gone to the Big Apple for a few days. So I'm looking after
You
the
mean New
youngest.
York? It's not the name of some kind of.
Yeah. And she's
Yeah.
back on Thursday for Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, American followers. Then it's her birthday on Friday. Then she flies off back to Las Vegas on business. So, oh, it's a busy life.
Yeah. Right. Chris Saville, happy birthday, Mr. Shep. No, sorry, we've done that one. Gerald Smith, evening, guys. This time last year, DM, I think it's David Moyes, was alternating 3 at the back and 4 at the back. He's abandoned the 3 central defender option, but why? Especially if Zuma is fit, we have the personnel. Emerson is a good win back. Even Kufal was not bad. Will we ever see it again? Brady out. He's got good memories of that. I remember it not going so well.
well, this time last year it was sort of, well, actually, this time last year, we'd just played our last game and got beat before the World Cup break. And we'd lost the 2 games before the World Cup break. Didn't we get beat by Leicester and Crystal Palace just before the World
Yeah,
Cup?
we did. Yeah, we did.
And then we came back and got beat by Arsenal, didn't we?
Do you still get that barometer done? Was that Andy Dennis who used to do the barometer?
Yeah. I could do the barometer. I can have a look.
Then
Got time on my hands this week during the day now. Right, come on, crack on because I've got all
right.
work.
Next up, Sean Cronin. Happy birthday, Nigel. Brady out. What a fucking great post. Hey.
Is that it?
No, got Paul Sanders. Even that's Sean's post.
Top one, post of the day.
Yeah. Next up, Paul Sanders.
The Colonel.
Loves a little
The
bit of
Colonel,
squirrel.
No. Deep fried Kentucky Fried Squirrel. Anyway, evening, gents. I felt compelled to write following last week's pod. Can anyone explain why the bald stooge, that's you, Sean,
All right.
has started ending every fucking sentence with the invented word anywho? Which
Anywho.
you've done again today.
Anywho. And I got
Most
you doing
peculiar.
it. I know.
Brady out. Come on, you irons.
I did notice when I listened back, I said anywho a lot. And it seemed to annoy John. So the more things that annoy John, the more I do it. So that's the real answer. It seemed to annoy John.
Yeah.
Anywho,
we've got more questions.
where does that come from? Anywho,
You idiot. Come on, crack on.
go on.
Right, I'm just looking through. Michael Levy Jr. Evening,
Top
gents.
man.
Happy birthday, Nigel. No questions. See some of you soon.
Oh, we're going to meet up. Michael, he messaged me. He's over in
Yeah, Sean,
UK.
yeah, he messaged me as well, don't I?
Okay, fine.
Next up, Mick Clifford is going to redeem himself.
Top man.
Hi, Pep. Hi,
What do you mean to
Peps.
redeem himself? You slagged him off earlier in this podcast.
That's what I mean. He's going to redeem himself, isn't he? Hi, Peps. Happy birthday, Nigel Khan.
Happy birthday.
Why
Thank
is
you
it
very much.
everything Moyes' fault?
Good question.
If the season is the season going how you'd all imagined it, top 10
Yep.
Premier League, one final, I think it means quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup and top of the European group. If not, how would you all envisaged it to be otherwise? I can't complain with that.
No,
things are
you
going, I
can't,
must
can
admit.
you? The way we are,
Brady out.
we're still in the FA Cup, we're still in the Carabao Cup, we're still in Europa League, and we're top 10. You can't complain about that.
Yeah.
I think we're personally. I think we're 3 points light. Or we're off. I think.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that the Everton defeat for me it leaves us 3 points light from where I'd like. I think 20 points. Realistically, do you know what? This is funny because Len may have a different view. I think in certain games we've been entertaining as well. I think we were entertaining at Brentford when we got beat. you know, we have had entertaining games this season. It might be down to the better players, having Caduce, Paqueta's been on fire, Bowen's on fire, the kind of phrase.
And he's shagging Danny Dyer.
Well, whatever, but I do think, and Nick probably, people entrench themselves sometimes so much into a way of thinking, and they just won't come out of it. Because I don't buy it. We're not entertained this season.
He's talking about you, Nick.
Well, no, it's a lot.
He's
of
not
them.
alone. It's just the manifestation.
There's a lot of them, yeah.
But this is the YouTube generation, and
I mean, I saw a video of Nicky Hawkins. And
I
he
saw this.
Actually, right,
I saw this. He actually made a
thought
good
it was
point,
actually
didn't he?
good. He actually made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
What I'm saying. And I think a lot of people, when some of the criticism, or a lot of the criticisms he got actually was idiots.
Yeah.
He didn't understand. And what he was saying is, if West Ham,
If we had another manager lined up,
yeah, that if there is going to be this pathway, if Moyes is inevitably going to leave at the end of the season, why are we wasting our time now?
yeah,
And I think he's right.
Yeah.
I think he's right. I can't believe it. He got so much abuse, and he's made a
can't
really good
believe-
point.
Well, he's not
can't
going.
believe
I
it.
mean, I'm sure we mentioned last week. You know, senior source says no decision's been made. There's been no secret meetings. I spoke to young Nick and rang him up and said, I don't know what people are telling you, but there's been no meeting, no decision's been made, and it's a bit of wishful thinking. And he said you would say that.
Yeah.
And that's it. Conspiracy theories you can never win against because they always think you're part of the conspiracy, you know?
No, but at the end of the day, Sean, I think Sullivan spins you a load of flannel at times. And I know you don't probably think he does and think he won't tell you a lie.
Do you think, all right, let me ask you this question. Do you think he's had a meeting with David Moyes to say he's not renewing his contract at the end of the season? No. Because it would serve no purpose whatsoever.
Because I think David Moyes would walk away.
Yeah. Do you think he's made his decision early that he's not going to renew his contract?
I think there's a chance he has.
And I don't. And only because, and I say this in the nicest possible way, he don't make decisive decisions that early. And he's kicked the can down the road until he has to make a decision.
Yeah. The funny thing is, this Moyes under pressure, for me, in the media, I think stems from the media paying too much attention to social media.
Yeah.
I think it stems from...
I heard you say this before, the content.
I think the main media now, like, reads Twitter and picks up stories.
Yeah.
And what they do is they now look at the fan content, and what they want to do is, because they want to appeal, they want people to read their stuff, they then appeal to that by writing stories basically backing up what they say, when actually it's a load of old bollocks.
I won't disagree with you.
Right. And anyway, Mick Clifford finishes with Brady out. And Mick,
Brady
let
out.
us know how your sales are going for your book and whether it was worth selling your soul for.
Oh,
Anyway,
shut up.
Well, next up, Paul Turner. He says, grown men sticking West Ham stickers up on the away days. What's that all about? And you're still doing that punctuation thing with the 2 dots. Is he referring to you, Nigel?
No, he's not. He's just,
What happened?
Just cracks me up. No.
Has he seen this? Is he...
No, so he's not a dick. So there are West Ham fans that carry around stickers and put them up, like in away pubs, in the toilets, or away grounds or whatever. He just thinks 50-year-old blokes shouldn't be doing that.
Well, I'll go one better. When I went to the Emirates, when we went to the under 18s final, I think you were there as well, Nigel.
Youth Cup final. Sure.
Youth Cup final, that's it. There was a guy.
No, I was there because I said hello to you.
Yeah, you weren't sitting. Oh no, you weren't sitting next to me. But there was a guy who was in his 70s or 60s, late 60s, 70s, and he had thousands of stickers. And he spent the whole game putting little mini West Ham stickers he must have got printed on all the Emirates seats. He didn't watch the game. He was just putting them all on the seats and laughing to himself.
Yeah. Well, You know,
Whatever
it's,
makes you happy, I suppose.
I don't have a problem with that. I think it can be quite funny, obviously. Yeah.
Anywho,
Anyway,
first used in 1850, by the way. Anywho,
Right, come on,
Was
couple
it?
more questions, and I've really
Right.
got to go work.
yeah, we've only got a couple more. Marion Williams up. Due to
Oh.
the exactly.
Oh,
Due
boy.
to the club ignoring my request from last year and actually placed me closer to the people that caused me trouble, I've decided to attend more away games than home where it feels safer. Yeah, there's your answer. Brady out.
oh, convenient.
No,
Also-
actually, Sean, this is a genuine thing that you
Yeah.
did flag
Yeah,
up.
well,
last
He
season.
has mentioned this.
I get that, but he hasn't spoken to me about it. I could get him moves, but isn't it funny how the days that he's not around, there's a basketball game on or American football or something. So
Perhaps he feels
the
safe
lady
again.
does protest too much, methinks.
Oh, I think you've been a bit harsh on him there.
Well, there you go.
Also, you may have noticed or not that I no longer send questions every week to the podcast due to the cyberbullying I'm getting online. Some people speak before thinking. Well,
Who gets
you done
cyberbullying?
it. This week is Mick Clifford.
Has he been talking about Dodsey? Has
Don't
Dodsey
know.
been in his ear? He keeps bullying me.
Don't
He
know.
keeps bullying me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people can't take bullying these days. It's character building.
Is Miriam even
I didn't
on-
get where
is he
I am
on-
today without being
Is he
bullied.
on Twitter or social
He's
media?
on Facebook.
Is he? No.
Facebook, social media. We just asked a question on Facebook. So
Oh yeah, so he must be. Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, Lewis Allen. Evening, gents and Sean, plus happy birthday, Nige.
Thank you
As
very
it's your birthday question, it's another one. Is best present you've ever received non-West Ham related? Hope you have had a good mate.
non-West Ham related.
Is your
No,
birthday
West
question?
Ham related. Wow.
I think it means what's the best present you've ever received non-West Ham related?
It's very rare. I mean, I think all my presents were West Ham related this year. I did get an autographed photograph of Maradona.
Oh,
Oh,
I wasn't expecting you to say that.
Yeah. Well,
big
it's non-West
Maradona
Ham,
fan,
innit?
are you?
Well, I'm a football fan. Yeah, I think he's undoubtedly in the top three, if not number one, of the greatest ever players. In the argument of Maradona or Pele, I'd put Maradona above Pele.
Do you have a Bobby Moore autograph?
I have more than one.
Well, do you? How many do you have?
I have four, though I have got my doubts about one of them.
Oh,
Have you?
Yeah. But anyway.
Ted
Unless it
Sexton's
was
up.
unless it was signed at a séance. Let's put it like that.
All right.
Oh.
Okay.
But anyway, I like the picture, so I've kept it. But I don't
Oh,
ever
fair.
go. You know.
Are they worth a lot of money nowadays? I've got one signed program.
No, sign program. It depends. The value of the program, the signature adds value to it. Bobby Moore's signature on a program, you probably get 40, 50 quid for it.
Oof. I was done then. I paid 100 quid for it.
Fucking hell, I saw you
Yeah,
coming.
I'm not sure. I mean, a Bobby Moore autograph years ago, you could get 300-400 quid easy, maybe more. You know,
This was a while ago. Bought it off
Yeah.
someone who needed some money at the bowling ground.
all right.
And,
But this is the thing. The value of autograph stuff I've found has gone down,
Oh, is it?
not gone up recently.
I mean, it did seem at the time it was a good value. I looked around and there was stuff like it. It's. I'll send you a
I've got an
photocopy
autograph
of it.
picture. I've got an autograph picture of Jules Best, Bobby Charlton, and Dennis Law. Yeah.
Wow.
So I've got a signed picture of them three by each of them. So I've got one to go before I sell it.
Yeah, I've got Bobby Moore. I mean, I met Bobby Moore 2 or 3 times, and I've got some other autographs I got myself, but only this one on the program. They were later on life, but this one on the program was always still playing.
I bought one of the big things I've got a collection of West Ham autographs. I think you've seen them, Sean. Have you not seen the collection I got? There's about.
I've seen some pictures. I haven't seen it.
Player, yeah.
I haven't still been to your shed.
All right, no,
Me neither.
We need to come to the shed.
Yeah, I've got an autograph collection of every player that played from like the 1940s or the early 50s. Some from the 30s, some from the 40s. Then from the 1950s till the 1990s, every player that played for West Ham. So
Okay.
You've got Bobby Moore, and if they play twice, yeah, I've got them twice in this autograph collection. Now I paid £330 for that. Now that was a bargain because I think if I broke the collection up, I could.
I might sell some more. The missus tried to throw away. I've got an original. I know you've got one already. An original cup and saucer from the bowling ground directors.
No, I haven't got one of them.
Have you not?
No, don't throw stuff away like that.
Well, I wasn't going to throw it away, but I was thinking of selling it. But you can have it if you want. So it was from. It wasn't from the director's room. It was from a corporate. It's a cup and saucer.
It's got the crest on it.
Yeah,
I'd have that.
Yeah. I'll send it to you.
Bring it with me, Pat Jennings autograph.
Still got that.
I played golf with Pat Jennings once.
Did you see he got a statue the other day?
Yeah. Do you know, it's amazing how he doesn't change. He's just down the road from me.
I found that Pat Jennings that says to Nigel the other day when I was moving house. Anyway,
the thing is, it's this.
It was only about 4 years ago that I got it. 5 years ago. It was before pandemic, so quite a long time. Anywho, we probably want to do that last two questions, don't we? We went off on a tangent again. We could go round your shed while you're away, and maybe, Sam could rustle up us a meal in the kitchen you finished while you're in Weymouth.
Right, I'm back.
Okay, right. Are we ready?
Yeah.
This may be the last one, but I will check after. It's Ted Sexton. Good evening, gents, and happy birthday to Nigel. Can Sean give a correct update on both Bowen and Antonio? So many different news reports. Did you give an update?
I did it right at the beginning. I gave an update. I
can't remember what you said.
I said Antonio is bad. He's got ligament damage and 3 months at best, and could be a lot longer. And Bowen waiting for the results of the scan, but it doesn't look too bad.
Oh well, I think we finished on that. It doesn't look too bad. I think that is it.
Well done. It was worth waiting for question time. Happy birthday, Nigel. Thanks for coming in your birthday.
Yeah.
Hopefully we weren't too nasty to you. Tell Sam that Len and myself will be over to have a look around, rifle around the shed while you're away. And we can probably finish the kitchen for you while we pop over and see the shed.
Oh, right. Okay, if you could.
Yeah, that
She's
will
got
be
a
right.
list of other things she needs doing as well. So.
We could probably do it. Len and I are complete finishers, you see.
Yeah.
I said I wouldn't be nasty to you on your birthday. Yeah. I take that back. Anyway, enjoy work on your birthday.
Yeah, I'm off to go.
No predictions. I've been Sean. Nigel has been.
Why no predictions?
Why no predictions?
Because we did predictions last week, but you could do yours, Nigel. So it's just Burnley.
I think.
I can't.
2-0.
2-0. I've already got yours, Len.
What did I say?
I don't know, but it's on the spreadsheet.
Oh.
There you go.
So we've just got Len now. As we got
think I
Nigel
said
added,
3-1.
everyone has got it. So, anywho, I've been Sean. Nigel's been.
In me van.
And Len has been.
Painting a Van Gogh.
Well done. Bye.
Bobby Moore, more than just a podcast. Bobby Moore, more than just a
International Week. We
podcast.
spoke for 90 minutes.
Wow.
Back next week.